The day, March 9th, 2023. The place, YouTube. MBHMIG, known in the streets as Carl, is back and ready for vengeance. Luis Pereira, known in the streets as Turnip Head, who still lives with his grandma, doesn't like being talked about.
Hey, Carl. Apparently, I had to educate you after a minute in the sea. First off, my grandparents are dead. My mom lives elsewhere, and my G significant other in the background is pretty obvious. And if you look close at the screenshot, there's an app called Snapchat, and it's kinda hard to fake that. I know it's hard for a lot of people to accept that there's a few of us that have a life outside this waste dump of a community. And I can believe you're not at all clueless, even though you got catfish, fell for a Twitter bot. But no, you're not as clueless. But I'm sorry if you've been misinformed or anything. I'm sure it's not the first, nor will it be the last. But hey, good luck with the new channel. May it last for a good solid 2 to 3 weeks.
I am nobody, but you might want to focus on convincing your friends over there in Army Land. None of them are buying it. All I am doing is pointing out what seems inconsistent to me. And just so we're clear, I am not on anybody's side but my own. You can take those words over to Army Land.
Neither am I, Carl. Cause like I already said, I'm not an army member. I'm my own self-dependent person. If they feel a certain way about it, they will tell me so. There's no need to convince anybody of any stance. I state my piece and then I leave it at that.
I will tell you, that makes you look like a liar. Let's go back to the conversation you bragged about having. That right there makes you sound so incredibly desperate and lonely. At least people to believe that only an incel would do that. Second, your interruption. The person I heard in the background does sound kinda old. Do consider that my hearing is actually pretty good. Another key factor here is what Cheetah Man and Dean said while you were away.
I did. That was a shot at the real desperate lonely incels that have nothing better to do than obsess over us. And she doesn't sound that old. She's like only 23. So I take it as a mistrial if I'm being referred to as a liar. I don't lie about anything. I'm not like anybody else on here that has to lie about literally everybody on here to make themselves look good. That's not, nor is it even necessary.
People say I'm lots of stuff that I am not. People from both sides. So I don't take much interest in what any of them say anymore. Only focusing on what I see.
It's the internet. People exercise their freedom of speech on here, and sometimes take it to desperate lengths. And I'm sure PPL say stuff about you that's not true, just like you're saying stuff about me that's not true.
I come to the conclusions based on what has been presented to me. Quit trying to shift blame.
Luis, you are part of whatever is left of the army based on who you associate with.
I interact with whoever I choose to interact with. I just see what they do or what they support, just as long as they're truth tellers. PPL who don't hide from guilt. PPL who actually provide proof to liars. And naysayers, that's who I associate myself with.
If it looks like a turnip and it walks like a turnip, it's probably a turnip.